let's be honest with ourselves here. You've tried every course, you've gone through all the mentors, every single online trading course, you've given it a try, and you've stuck to it for 3 to 6 months, and this has been the thing that has taken you so long, because you have to apply yourself to each strategy, each way of trading, you have to submit to each concept of trading for a few months, okay? And that's why trading takes so long. And then by the end of that, you're disappointed. You find out that you can't make it work. And then you take losses, and then you think it's the strategy, and you repeat the loop, okay? And then you go off and you look for the next shiny object and the next mentor, thinking that they have the actual solution. And this is a cycle that even I was stuck in for many years. I'd always think like, okay, this next solution, this next strategy, this is the one. Okay, you know that feeling where you think this is the one this is my aha breakthrough strategy and everything. Or maybe even some trading bots, or some like grid trading or arbitrage strategy, or you think you found a loophole in trading where you can outsmart the market, just whatever it is, right? There's a billion ways to trade, okay? And then even worse, you're up all night because you're so excited about how much money you're gonna make from that new strategy that you discovered, that you found. And now you're all invested in it, you've put money into it, you put time into it, you've been back testing all weekend. You know how it is, right? I know how it is. And this can really go on for years, okay, with no ending. And you see, nothing is going to change until you change. This is the big epiphany that you need to have and understand fully going into 2026, so that you can finally make 2026 the year you have your breakthrough. It's not strategy, we know this, okay? It's psychology, it's mindset, and it's identity. It's the way you see yourself, the way you trust yourself, right? Like, if your identity is weak, you don't believe that you are disciplined and you can be clear with your decisions and your thoughts and stick to the plan, okay, or you don't trust your strategy, then you're always going to hesitate getting into trades. You're always going to second guess yourself. You're going to be impatient. You're going to get into trades early. You're going to miss trades, and then you're going to FOMO into trades and chase your setups, all the mistakes, and then you're going to obsess over the charts and look at your P&L all day and be attached to the outcome and move and micromanage your stop losses. All of this stuff, even though you know you shouldn't be doing it, you can't bring yourself to get over it. And this is the exact thing that is holding you back. It's not the strategy. It's not another mentor. It's not another silver bullet, holy grail indicator. None of that, right? It's your nervous system reacting to the market environment. And it's going to do this every day because the market is going to move every single day. And every single movement creates a reaction within you. So you have to embody this new identity of a sniper, okay, of a warrior, where you're clear on your strategy, on your battle plan for the day or for the week. Do you understand? So you know exactly what you're going in and what you're looking for, and then you're just waiting like a sniper, like a warrior, for price to come to you, and then you take your trade when it's correct. And there's no hesitation because you've done the hundreds of hours of backtesting on that one strategy. You didn't change it, you didn't switch it up, you didn't do any of that, right? You stuck to the plan and you're just confident in yourself. And so this is the identity of what a successful and consistent trader really is someone that is sure of themselves, not overly confident and arrogant Okay, they've been humbled more times than not. So they know, they understand ego. They understand that when they open the computer and look at the screen for the chart, the first thing they got to do is see where they are emotionally, right? Emotions first, and then if they're in a good emotional state, or they have a technique, which is what we do in my course, the first link in the description. There is an emotional regulation psychology course that we do, but the trader will come to the market and first of all assess how they are internally. Okay, so this is the identity of a consistent trader. They have strict routines. They do the same things every day. They eat the same foods. They wake up the same time. They trust themselves, okay, to stick to the plan. They do what they say they're going to do, right? And they are masters of their emotions. There is a degree of emotional intelligence that you have to master, okay? And they've done shadow work. This is what every single consistent trader, either willingly or unwillingly, have created, right? Like some people that you would call the anomalies that just get trading really quickly, okay? So they start trading and then within 6 months they're profitable, okay? Those are the rare anomalies that are already emotionally and psychologically stable, okay? And they don't even know it. So because they don't know it, they don't know what they're doing right, but they're getting the results, okay? They're doing it unconsciously. They have the unconscious competence of the correct identity and the self-belief of a consistent trader. But then everybody else doesn't, okay? And it's not to say that you cannot develop it. This is the thing that we do with my students, is that we rewire the subconscious programming and we develop this new identity and we clear out the old subconscious blocks that cause traders to feel lack, to feel insignificant, to feel unworthy of success, to have impatience and feel like they need to FOMO into trades and hesitate and overtrade. That's a big one, revenge trading. So we clear all of that, okay? And then we rewire the identity. We reprogram for a new identity. Now this is key because you can try to tell yourself your new identity all day, every day, okay? You can sit there and try and say it consciously, okay? You're thinking it consciously, but your conscious brain is when it's awake, it's too analytical, so it doesn't believe you. So it won't accept whatever affirmations you're trying to tell yourself daily, it won't stick. This is the thing. So within the course, what we do is we actually go in and we do a deep reprogramming of the subconscious, so that once you reprogram the subconscious mind with the affirmations, whilst the conscious mind is not aware of it, okay, then we can bypass that very easily, okay, and then there's no blocking of the new information. So then the subconscious mind takes in the new identity of a consistent, disciplined, profitable trader. Do you understand? And then that sticks and that becomes the new identity. And then things become automatic. Suddenly you don't overtrade. You're not overtrading. Suddenly you're not hesitating. Suddenly you're not second guessing yourself. You don't have the ego. You don't have this. All your bad habits go. They disappear. That is the work that you need to do going into 2026 if you want to change. It doesn't matter about the strategy. Any fucking strategy works. I could give you a 100% win rate strategy, and if your identity and your internal self is still a fucking mess, you're gonna mess it up. You're gonna FOMO in, you're gonna be impatient, you're gonna rush into the wrong trade, you're gonna chase price, you're gonna do all the same mistakes. You're gonna take that same baggage with you with every strategy you move to, or every mentor you go to, okay? But it stops with me. It stops here. I'm telling you that you need to change yourself. That is the only way, okay? Once you can fix yourself and reprogram yourself and clear your demons, okay, you become unstoppable. You become fucking dangerous. Do you understand? And that is the operator. That's how you're gonna have to move for 2026, right? If you wanna make 2026 your trading breakthrough year, you're gonna have to move different. And so it all starts with the inner work, okay? And what else? I mean, there's the inner work, there's knowing your strategy, reprogramming, and that is really the final missing link. The emotional mastery, the self-mastery. This is what we all strive to. Trading is not really about, strategy. It's about who you become in the process. You cannot take your old NPC self from the matrix and expect to succeed in trading, because it takes a lot more than just, even if you think you're disciplined and you go to the gym and you eat clean, right, and you take cold showers, but if your nervous system and your internal identity and your subconscious programming is still wrong, right, you could do everything right throughout the day, and then when you hit the markets, you crumble. That is the problem, right? Your bad habits come back. You start FOMOing, you start sweating, your chest gets tight, your cortisol levels go through the roof, you're stressed out, your anxiety is high, okay? And that is not a place to be trading from. That is the amygdala. That is your lizard brain, your monkey brain in control. And if you're trading from your reactive monkey lizard brain, you're not going to make the best decisions. I'm telling you, you're not going to make the best decision. Doesn't even matter if you had a checklist to follow, you wouldn't follow it. You will find a way to not follow the checklist. You'll cope. You won't listen. You just not do it, even though you know you should. That is the problem, okay? So we have to fix those issues, those internal demons. That's what I call them, okay? So I'm in your corner. I'm fighting for you. I want to see you win, okay? I know you're fed up and I know what you need. I know what exactly you need to do, provided you have a strategy, okay? But once you have a strategy, because I'm pretty sure you do, you're not a beginner. You didn't just start trading yesterday, okay? You've been doing this for a long time, but you want that breakthrough now. You want to level up to the final boss level, and this is what you need, you see? So I really want to see you win in 2026. We're all going to win. We're going to win so big. We're going to make the haters cry. We're going to make everybody that doubted us cry. And you're going to become unstoppable, but it starts with you, okay? It really does. It starts with the internal work, okay? You have to heal. That is what it really is. You have to heal. You have to fix yourself. And then the world is your oyster. Like, nobody can stop you. See? Only you can stop yourself. It's you versus you. Okay? So if you're new to my channel, go ahead and like and subscribe. Drop your comments below. If you want to work on yourself and join my program, check out the first link in the description. But until the next video, you're on your own. Take care now. Goodbye.